everyone, and happy holidays. My name is Ava Sarnowski, and I'm with Backstage 360 magazine. And today I have with me Chase Huna. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you, Ava?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking.
Awesome.
So let's begin. Could you describe your history in music?
Of course, yeah. I started playing saxophone at 10 years old. My dad got me one for my 10th birthday, and I am mostly a self-taught musician. I've had the pleasure of playing with many musicians in my local desert area as well as nationwide, and I've just had a great time playing.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you grew up in Palm Springs.
Yes.
Could you describe the music scene for you growing up in Palm Springs?
Yeah, it's great. A lot of big band jazz you're gonna find definitely 50s, 60s. Frank Sinatra was a big deal in Palm Springs back in the day. So you're gonna find a lot of that, but you're also gonna find a lot of cool like neo soul jazz, R&B, things around that genre, and yeah, just kind of a little mix of everything. But it's a great music scene out there, and I've had the pleasure of playing kind of everything.
Could you share some of your music aspirations or the people that inspired you?
Of course, yeah. I am a huge fan of a lot of saxophonists, particularly one is Mindy Aber. She is an incredible jazz alto saxophonist. She's been one of my favorites since I started playing. I've got a photo of her and me when I was 10 years old, and I went to one of her newest CD release concerts at the time. And she's just always been an inspiration of mine. She's this cool rock girl. She toured with Aerosmith for quite a few years, and she's jazz, but she's also rock. She's got this cool flair to her, which is really incredible. I'm a fan of hers. I really do love Clarence Clemons as well. If you know Clarence Clemons at all, he was Bruce Springsteen's saxophone player. And I really love not only his tone, but his stage presence. Just the way that he plays off of Bruce, Bruce plays off of him, and the way that he gets a crowd going. It was always so inspirational to watch.
So what is the most rewarding thing about being a musician?
One of the most rewarding things about being a musician for me is bringing joy to people, being able to play a concert for people live. There's something about playing in front of people, playing to a live audience that you can't get playing over the internet or watching a video of someone such as a Clarence Clemons or Mindy Aber. It's such an amazing experience watching a performance live, or even better yet, being the performer playing for people live and just seeing the happiness that you bring them. It's, to me, there's nothing like it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you said that you released a brand new single called East Coast Swing, I
Yes.
believe. Would you love to share more about that?
I would, yeah. So East Coast Swing is my brand new radio single that came out in June, and I'm very happy about it. I hadn't released new music in about a couple years, so this is a brand new single with a kickoff to eventually a brand new EP or full-length album. I'm really excited about it. It's a great new radio single. It did great on the charts this year, and make sure to look for more coming in the next year.
So you recently finished up touring with Al Stewart,
Yes,
and currently throughout December you're going to be touring with the Rat Pack Duo
that's right.
and Slim Man Band.
That's right.
Would you like to share more about that as well?
Yeah, so Slim Man, who you're going to be interviewing in just a little bit, he's a great friend of mine. I've been playing music with him for almost 10 years now. He's an incredible bass player, an incredible vocalist. He plays guitar, piano, and he's also a cook. And he's, like I said, one of my best friends. We started a brand new show just this year called the Rat Pack Duo. We play at the Larkspur Grill in Palm Desert, California every single Wednesday, and we play everything from Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, Dean Martin, and all 50s big band style jazz. It's really fun. Yeah, very fun.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Is there so on the subject of performing with Slim Man, you guys are going to be performing at the Casa tonight.
Yes, we are.
Would you like to share more about that?
Yeah, Andy and Michelle, they're great friends of Slim and now great friends of mine as well. And we are so excited to be playing here tonight for what is looking like it's going to be an amazing show and an amazing crowd that's coming in tonight. So we're looking forward to having a lot of fun tonight.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And is there anything else that you would like to share about your upcoming schedule?
Yeah, I've got a lot happening in the next year, 2024, playing a whole lot more with Al Stewart, playing with Ambrosia as well, another band from the 80s. A lot of exciting shows coming up with them, and you can find out more at my website, chasehuna.com.
Now, I'll probably be scrolling down the screen,
Yeah.
so keep a lookout for that. Well, thank you so much, Chase. I truly appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you, Ava.
Thank you. And then we're going to be bringing in Slim Man pretty soon, so see you there. And we're back with Slim Man. How are you today, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
So, could we begin with your history in music and how you started off?
Well, the first thing that got me started was when my dad took me to see a movie called The Five Pennies. It featured a guy named Louis Armstrong who played trumpet and sang. And I looked at, and I saw Louis Armstrong play and sing, and I was like, that's what I want to do. And I told my dad, and so that's what really kind of got me started, was watching Louis Armstrong sing and play. He was a great trumpet player and a wonderful singer.
Of course, of course. Yeah. So what was the music scene growing up for you in Baltimore?
Well, pretty much when I was started out, I was just all about the jazz trumpet guys, Miles Davis and Louis Armstrong, and then I fell in love with Nat King Cole and Ella Fitzgerald, and then it was like the Beatles and stuff like that. I kind of went down that road.
Of course. So what is the greatest thing about being a musician?
That hour on stage, it's just so wonderful. It's the 23 hours that it takes to get there that are kind of tough, you know what I mean? All the stuff that you got to do to get there. But that hour and a half on stage when you're playing music and you're connecting with the other guys on stage and gals on stage and you're connecting with the crowd, it really is wonderful. I still get a thrill out of it.
Of course, of course. And you have a lot of upcoming projects coming up. Would you like to share more about those?
Yeah, well, I've got a brand new CD. It was just released November the 7th. It's called Slim Man Bonafide. It's a combination of Slim Man stuff, that's the vocal stuff, and Bonafide is the instrumental stuff. So it's half Slim Man, half Bonafide, half vocal, half instrumental. And it just got released. The latest single's called Lunch with the Queen.
Wonderful. A link for that will be available in the, probably going by the screen right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so tonight you're going to be performing at the Casa with Chase Huna. So would you like to share more about that?
Well, we're going to be doing some Rat Pack songs, some Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Nat King Cole. We're going to be doing some of our own material as well. So it's going to be a mix of, our stuff and their stuff.
Wonderful. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time.
A pleasure.
And thank you for watching.